There's a pretty boy watching this heavy sleeve crack. Lost in thought, as long as you are an experienced driver, the audience will know it. In Peshawar, some stores that can afford high-end air jackets, not often. Woo-da-da-da. Does this sound like the sound of repairing roads? I live on Wencheng Road nearby. I hear it every day. This might also be a bit of a plot. It's probably a burgundy hachi. He accidentally broke this heavy sleeve in half. If you follow normal logic, this thickened, heavy-duty sleeve, go directly to fight. It's continuous. If this sleeve is placed in China, it is estimated that it will cost 30 yuan in order to avoid the punishment of the master, so he sent him to a store. As for who's second, I'm sure the old fan will be able to guess it. Ready to use extremely advanced manual flight technology. Re-engrave 1:1, lucky among misfortunes. Fortunately, it is a bad white tea tile, so as long as the physics is too steep, there's nothing he can't do. I used the oil caliper to simply get stuck. He said it was not a big deal, only 2,000 rupees. We have a 3 guarantee policy. After production, give you quality assurance 100 million light years. 1 day and 1 afternoon meal. Is this sleeve material in the hands of the glasses uncle? It should be 4 or 5 dry or 60 with domestic. The production methods and materials are different. Let's talk about the country first. For ordinary sleeves in China, such as Shida or some products with 9 yuan, 9 free shipping, they are all anti-dry and more dry. It's made by cold separation. The eye uncle is more like a half-pleated material. It's like a stone sculpture. It was carefully carved. This process will be a little more complicated. The time cost will also be high. The first step is to flatten the end face of the car, then do another one. General sleeves are small on the top and large on the bottom, so it's going to be gradual here. The car is out of a crown ditch. Uncle Glasses here is also very strict. First, use the caliper to card the round button, then measure the button for the car again. Almost all sleeves are of this design. You include blue dot vision, which is Nippona. He'll pull a knife here on the upper end. If you like the expensive 200 or 300, you have it. But there is one thing, a good sleeve is not only made of good material, one of its designs is very scientific. In fact, I personally think that the thinner the sleeve, the better. Of course, the material has to pass the test. You look like a very thick sleeve. Sometimes the plug can't fit into the hub. If you get here, it's like a dark turn, right? And they're actually the model of the sleeve. And then there's the highlight. Why do people like to look at Uncle Glasses? There's a reason for that. He can always think of some wild roads that we can't imagine, a strange idea to fix or make something. There is a model and size of the sleeve. Each model, it's a millimeter apart. Don't look at such a millimeter. If it is a 31 sleeve, you stick a 32 in it and it will slide. If you take apart 30 and can't fit it in. But for ordinary cars, millimeters and silk should be more precise. So here is Uncle Glasses. Shouldn't be difficult. His reproduction accuracy is also very fun. I found a sleeve of the same size as 32. Outline the line and you hollow out the underside. He gets a 32 sleeve. Of course, if you want to be precise, millimeters, certainly not so accurate. Use a ruler here, and then measure the sum of the 6 corners on top. If it is equal to 32, it means that his accuracy is up to standard. You might not understand. Non-standard sleeve. If you are a little bigger or smaller, or you can't put it in and can't screw it, or screwing the screw will slide the teeth. Therefore, the accuracy of the sleeve is very important. I just got stuck with the oil caliper. Because it's a hexagon, if he gets stuck, I'm going to use this 4-cone to probe the point. Just do positioning. The last total was 6 points. These 6 dots represent just 6 spacings. It can directly affect the size of this sleeve. So I got stuck again at the end, keep improving the same way above. But it has a square hole like a copper coin. I measured the diameter here. It's the same way. 4 points for powder expansion, then came the core technology, how to empty the inside, what guy did you use, here is a local tyrant, gold directly, color scheme, drill bit. The material of his drill bit should be quite particular, otherwise the general drill bit may crack. I didn't use any special force when I went in first. A little bit of masala lubrication here, otherwise it's too tight. I personally think so. The more you drill into the knife, the greater the risk, because if he eats all the drills, the larger the contact surface, the easier it is to break. Step by step, here's another one. A large black drill bit, at least 20 centimeters long, drives straight in. You can see that it is already brushed and foamed, so his approximate craftsmanship. Just wash the inside with a drill, cut out hollowing, but Uncle Glass's drill bit, after all, the roughness is limited, so there's another way. That's a curved lane. Smuggling inside, if possible, make the car inside bigger. Reduce the thickness of this sleeve, but just like that, it definitely cannot be used as a sleeve because it's still round inside. A normal sleeve is a hexagon, so the uncle himself also weighed it twice. You can't plug this nut in. What to do then? Industry at this time, the magic tool is worth lacking and it comes in handy. Big field moves, small field burn. But the chain hammer in memory, never seen again. You don't want to use heat treatment here, do you? First, the chrysanthemum heats the surface of the bow and arrow. This is the same process as blackening. Just circle it a little bit. The texture of the whole sleeve has become very beautiful. Because the general sleeves are black, he mainly burns the top half red first. Then I found a wind cannon head. This street is international. As long as the wind cannon is this rat softening during heating, then use this head on the top and save it on the bottom. Expand his shape. I've been driving with you for a long time. That's your shape and the same craftsmanship. This is skillful. It can't be pulled out quickly after being expanded. Otherwise, the shape inside will be wrong. What do you mean, dear old driver audience? You are like a broken knife rushing to the sea to repair a donkey's hoof. Generally, this is the category that audiences like to watch. The ancient auto repair is the same. Many people fight until the end. He would dip motor oil or water into the fire, shape by fire, and here the words are directly, after cooling, separate them again. The bigger the screw, the bigger the torque. If you burn it like this, it is easy to anneal. In other words, this sleeve is actually not slip resistant. Are you the one who took this sleeve to dismantle? There is a good chance that the sleeve will slip off. The screws are also damaged, so a good sleeve must be liked. Overdone. Hardness is not enough, and precision alone is not enough. In fact, my original idea, I don't know about you, I think he'll weld the old one together. I didn't expect to rub a new one. It doesn't look good after returning the fire, so it's just a new knife. Add a scoring link for the seller show bet, a little bit, the holes drilled around him. In fact, it has a great impact on his structure. It will fall off after using it for a long time. Durability is definitely not enough here. Is there any pure fire hiding process? So this is a showcase video. I love that shirt on you. It can play some teaching and educational implications, but you're gonna use it. Just pretend I didn't say it's useless. Just like this kind of treasure or fight. The universal sleeve on it is the same. You look like every hole fits. But this thing slips easily. The accuracy seems to be a little bit worse. After all, this is drilled out. You can see that it will get stuck when you put it in, and it will not be silky enough. But make do with it. It works, but only a little bit. So I personally think it will be around 7 points.